Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. And wow, what just happened in the past 24 hours? This ERC404 narrative has absolutely started exploding. What's going on here? A lot of coins. Now, what's ERC404, friends? In a nutshell, liquid JPEGs. That's it. It's just liquid JPEGs, nothing else. But first, what's going on with Bitcoin, friends? Jim Cramer has caused the most epic pump of all. Look at Jimmy Boy Cramer right up here. You can see this movement. I mean, Bitcoin doing a 20% shock up rally. I have the picture here as well. This is literally it. Unlikely that Bitcoin finds its footing. I mean, like, just to let you know, man, this was so powerful. He did 5 tweets. 5. He was so sure it was over. Oh, man, that's crazy. But, you know, can we let our guard down? No, we can't. Why? It's because we know that 48K zone, friends, which is where we are now, it's still the fib zone. Okay, see how everybody's talking about 50K now? If we stretch it out, man, look at this. We're in the danger zone still. This is it. We're still around right here, this 61% retrace. See how we're just screwing around here? What would make us like basically flip it, but you got to get bearish if this happens anyway, is if we basically just go that. I don't think that's going to happen. Trojan horse, you know what it is, friends. They're dumping in the backgrounds. Bitcoin's move's done. You know, if Bitcoin goes from here to the all-time high, you get another 40%. Do you know what altcoins are going to do, by the way, if Bitcoin does another 40%? They're going to do 400%, literally just 10x from here. 10x. So it's lovely to see all that. I've got some crazy things are happening, by the way. Let's look at the fractal. Let's look at the Bitcoin fractal too. What's going on? Like, we are still right on track. Are we going to do this zip down? We're expecting this retest. Okay, that's why it's very controversial what happens now. ChainLink is here waiting, okay? We've got so many things to look at, friends. This is the total crypto market cap, by the way. Look, we're still low. If we go up here, what is this, friends? This is adding 300 billion to the total crypto market cap. That's what we want. See, what I told you, Ethereum right now is struggling, and that's good for us. Why? Because if total crypto market cap is going to add 300 billion, we don't want Ethereum to be any of that. We want it all to be our altcoins. That's what we want. We want people to come in, not even touch Ethereum, come straight to PulseChain, go straight to Solana, just go straight to all these other coins. We don't want them to actually come into Ethereum. We want to pick, because that means if people go into Ethereum, friends, they think better. They're more rational. They think like, okay, I'm going to disperse it here and there. It's a blue chip. No. But also that's healthier for the cycle. Okay, we actually want people come straight for altcoins. Okay, come in, start buying Hex at like 13 cents, telling me it's going to $1. That's what we want. That ferocity. Okay, with Ethereum, you know, it's slow. It's talking about the ETF and all these. Okay, that's why, you know, but it's not up to us. It depends what we get, right? Friendly reminder as well. The monthly SuperTrend has now flipped green again. Remember, it closed here, it failed. Now we're back in green. This is good. But last time it did it, see, we had 2 red candles here. That was 3 actually. We had 2 red candles there, which means Bitcoin might have this slowdown. But I'm telling you, friends, if this happens, man, like if we finish February above that daily super trend, monthly super trend for Bitcoin, which is here. If we finish Feb up here, that basically means March and April might be red candles slowing down for Bitcoin, where it kind of goes nowhere, and that might be mega alt season, because we've had this big rush of money come in from the ETF and all the front running, Roca Negra, and then it stops, and then we have absolutely smashing up of the offers. Basically, when someone smashes the offers, friends, remember if you're on the offer, someone smacks it up, they're coming to buy. That's unfortunately though, if we get too much euphoria, it means the rest of the year is going to be trash. And I know you don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that either, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat here for you. If we start to get euphoria, I don't care how high your portfolio is, you're doing something about it. Okay, you're not doing everything. You're not going to sell everything, but you can't have 0% stable coins, friends. I'm telling you right now, even if it's 5%, by the way, just please, for the love of God, just keep something on the side. There will be a counteracting negative, right, to that positive, and you're gonna be thanking God. Oh, thank God I can DCA a tiny bit here and there. Okay, so you just listen to me. So I'm going to make another video on this, but look what GOFURS has done. GOFURS, friends. So I've made many videos about this. Literally one of the first in the industry doing this here for you, talking to you about, friends. You've been watching me for years, long time. I've been telling you the holy grail of crypto is cycle 1 narratives. New, uncertain, because people don't know how to price them. People don't know what reality is. They just come in, they want to get in. Okay, there's not enough supply and there's a lot of demand. Cycle 1 narratives is what we want. Now, ERC404, a whole new token standard. Now, you might say to me, well, man, it's just an altcoin turned into a JPEG. Yeah, who cares? I know. That's last year's mentality. That's bear market mentality. We are now in life-changing gains speculation thinking mentality for the average crypto investor out here. They're not coming in thinking about your core coins and your Bitcoin, your slow stuff. They're not thinking about that. Now, you have all the right in the world to think like that, and that's completely fine. I'm just telling you, you're going to enjoy everything popping up, smacking up to the roof, rockets launching everywhere, and you just have to sit back, okay? And that's okay. If you want to miss it, that's fine. It's just, I hope your core bags are able to at least participate in the upside too, okay? ETH BTC is still bleeding, friends, but we already ran through this. So Ethereum, we're waiting. Hopefully it kind of goes up, but really at the end of the day, man, Ethereum, ChainLink's got to catch up. You know, PulseChain, HEX, everything's got to catch up, man. Ethereum, it's strong. So you got to think about this, friends. Ethereum kind of should be at like $1,800 right now instead of $2,400. It should be lower, and it should be going to $2,400 in the next move. But it's already here because it was strong in the bear market. Do you see what I mean? So hopefully altcoins catch up. So that ERC404 narrative, the new token standard, caught more wind overnight. So Cointelegraph made an article, and one of the devs, so friends, just to remind you, thank you, Ivan, for teaching us about this, by the way. Ivan on Tech, who's also in PulseChain, by the way. So Sir Ivan said, the ERC token standard, how it works is they make a protocol, they talk to the Ethereum guys, and there's a politics there, and then they get a proposal done. They're like, hey, this is an official thing that we approve. We've checked it for bugs. Everything's sweet. These guys, someone made a new way to solve it, but without going through the official protocol. They just put them together, and they go, okay, let's turn an altcoin with an NFT, and it has some sort of standard here doing it. And with this mechanism, they've just made it their own one. It's an unofficial bootleg one. And the thing is, it works beautifully, and it solves the problem, right? And what's the holy grail of crypto, friends, for NFT people? Liquidity, that's right. Because liquidity, you can't find it in JPEGs. You need all these different weird stuff. You have to buy big blocks. Do you have 40 grand for a monkey JPEG? No, you can't buy $40 worth of. But now you can. Now in ERC404, yes, you can do that, okay? So just to remind you, the way it works is if you own one of the coin, an NFT gets minted to you. It's like basically Pokemon cards, literally Pokemon cards. That's why I'm in the Gash Catching Pokemon hat. If you own one of the coin, an NFT appears, it mints in your wallet, okay? And then if you sell, say, 0.1, it disappears back to the deck, back to the card deck, okay? And then if you buy it again, you get another new card with random attributes, okay? So it is what it is. Now, a lot of people said to me, well, how do you prevent yourself from losing the card? Well, what you have to do is you have to send your rare card to another wallet so that it can't be sold from yours, and then you have to do it, or you can place it up for auction, okay? So this is from DipCatcher, friends. So just 2 coins. I'm not advocating any of them, okay? I'm not telling you, but look, they fit all the boxes to me. That's it. Lottery ticket, go do what you want, okay? Just to show you. All right, friends, there's been a lot of jealousy coming out, a lot. I've been copping it hard. Past 24 hours, jealousy hard. I might make a whole video about that too, because what's unfortunately been happening is, I've been telling you for years, 90% call, 10% lottery. Now, I was praying the core bags would go up and you don't need to worry about the lottery. Unfortunately, what's been happening is the calls slow and the lotteries are mooning way harder than everybody anticipated. New stuff, random stuff and everything. And people who are not looking at this stuff, they feel like a threat because they're like, oh, there's not enough money to go around, but they weren't thinking about this last year, were they? Why? It's because, just for example, they were telling you HEX would be 25 cents by now. I checked the surveys. I made the surveys. I checked all the surveys and the polls. Crowd expectation was HEX would be 25 cents by now. It'd be 10x higher, okay? So if you had 100 grand, you thought you'd have $1 million. You've only got 100 grand now. And everyone else they're in portfolios and stuff that are participating at least in some upside, okay? So this is not unique to anyone in PulseChain or HEX, by the way. This is happening in XRP. This happens in Ethereum. This also happens in Bitcoin, okay? Trust me, it happens in every single community. Cardano's copping it too, all right? So that's what's been happening. Look at all these things that have been moving, by the way. Heaps and heaps and heaps. And these, by the way, these are just, there are so many more. They just haven't moved, okay? I'm just telling you, that's what you want. Like, that's not what you want. Buy cheap, so we'll see what happens. And of course, lottery ticket size, okay? So with this ERC404, GOFURS, which is DipCatcher, DipCatcher is a very well-respected individual from PulseChain and Hex community. He's a builder, very smart, and he made the Maxi project, which is like the 15-year stake thing. Everybody locks it up, stuff. So he made GOFURS. It's actually, the name's actually genius. Okay, GOFURS, good old-fashioned unregistered securities. That's what it stands for. Like, it's literally a genius name. It ties into the securities, the PulseChain, Richard Hartlaw. You're just like, I don't know how this guy made it. I really don't know. And they're cute. Actually cute. So I don't know. Yeah, this is just, maybe we're lucky. Now, you'll probably look, if you look at the coins, you might say, well, am I in early or late? And here they are right now. Okay, you have two of them. You have the PulseChain one, friends, or the Ethereum one, PulseChain one. This is the Ethereum one. You have the PulseChain one. So look, man, look, I can't tell you anything, friends. I don't know, okay? I don't know if anything's going to keep going up. I don't know. All I can just tell you is this, all right? This is what I can tell you. If you go to a daily chart, there's one daily candle, okay? There's one daily candle. I know. You look at market cap, like, oh, am I early? I can't answer that for you. That's why I do lottery tickets, man. If it goes to zero and everything rugs, it's okay. If you are not cut out for this game, that's completely fine. Keep stacking your other bags. Just that I've had 2 years to stack them. Sweet, we're done. And this was all part of the plan anyway. Haven't changed the strategy. So that's something you have to decide yourself. Now, all I can tell you from experience is when it comes to cycle one narratives, if it's a cycle one narrative, you literally ignore price, you ride a wave, you just get in, and trust me, there is a euphoria sign somewhere. Like, there is a euphoria sign. You remember FriendTech, friends? I'm still on FriendTech, by the way. I talk to everybody in there. I help Matt add a lot of value, right? Tell him, hey, I'm going to make a video on this and that, or I've been thinking about this, but haven't posted here and there. Like, I'll tell him about early buy zones and stuff, right? So I'll give you edge in there. But by the way, friends, just don't buy in, please, because I don't want you just paying like $1,800 just to kind of speak to me. I'm here to give you like good information. I'd rather you deploy your 1800, go buy PulseX or Hex or something, make it 20, 30x, and give me one ETH in the future. I'd honestly rather you do that. Okay. Now, when it comes to these, in the FriendTech example, you saw it kept blowing up and up and up and up, and then it was just like mayhem. Like, it was just, there was like the telltale sign was when it was like topped out, it was, you got to see screenshots of traders, and like one guy made something stupid like 58 Ethereum in like 2 days of trading or something. And it was just one guy, by the way. And there were other people making these very, very irresponsible videos about how to make money trading FriendTech. Like, you can't, friends. There were too many bots here and there, but that's how I knew it was getting euphoric and stuff. Now, good thing is, you couldn't buy a coin. You're just putting in $2 to people's trashy keys, and there's nothing to do. And I told you, like, don't just ape into stuff. So people want a coin. People don't want to buy keys. They want to buy a coin, man. You notice that, friends? It's something about humans. FriendTech sold access. It sells access to influencers and content creators and famous people, whatever you want to call them, okay? Just people who you think, oh, it might be worth it, or popular people, I guess. That's not as in demand as in people want a coin. That we want a coin. We want something. We want to buy a seed and watch it grow into a big tree. That's always in humans for us to do that. So is this going to keep growing? I don't know. There's one daily candle for each. I mean, I don't know if it's like, the way I'm seeing it, not financial advice, I want to see where it finishes for the month. Okay, minimum. I want to see, okay, I think GOFURS, hopefully, has a green monthly candle. I want the tippy to top of it. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, I'm thinking about, where is GOFURS going to be if PulseChain is 5x above day one sack? Where's it going to be if it's 10x above day one sack? That's the long-term mindset I'm having with these. But even then, you could think very, very out in the future. It doesn't matter. If just being honest, if shout out to Rand, friend of the channel, if Crypto Banter and Miles, if they have like a lot of consumer demand to cover ERC404s and people start having like a frenzy, you know that the weak hands are ending. You need a bit of a reset. Look, just, I don't know if that even's going to come. If that happens though, you've won the game pretty much, okay? Also, Tangang, friends. So Tangang also have an ERC404 too called HOAX, HOAX. Now, HOAX, right, friends, it's the same thing, same ERC404. Look, it just launched like literally hours ago. I'm not even joking, friends. If I show it here, oh my God, like 4 to 12 hours ago, and it's up about 1,300. I think its market cap is like 1.1 million, but just, you know when Richard Hart says market cap is a vanity metric? Yes, there's a caveat, okay? In a cycle one narrative, absolutely true. There is no market cap too high because you have full-on irrationality in terms of people have no idea how to price these things, but they want to get in and they know it's valuable and they know everybody else wants to get in. That's that cycle. You just don't know how high these things can go. Look, not financial advice, I'm not saying this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tangang, see, HOA is 10 million market cap. Congratulations to them for being my 38th prophecy, okay? I'm not out, by the way, friends. So just because it went 10x, I'm not selling Tangang, okay? I just reported it, just to let you know. It's because it hits a 10x. I want to mark it off. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And it kind of like just helps. Like, hey, it's up to you now, okay? Because I'm not going to pick the top on everything. Say, you're up 10x. Anything that happens from here, it's on you. Now, HOA and the ERC404, HOAX, HOAX. HOA is 10 million. HOAX is like maybe 1.2 million, 1.3. What happens if HOAX flips Tangang? Is that going to be like some sort of top signal? Is that going to be something to think about? Is it even possible? I don't know. But these are just things you got to be kind of prepared for if they happen. Do you even have a plan for what does that even mean? Oh my gosh, then does that mean think about this. Does that mean there's more demand for their ERC404? Does that mean other projects are going to make, friends, all these other projects, they can make another coin and you just bridge it in and they can just move everybody over. They can do that, okay? But you just get a liquid JPEG. Do you want a liquid JPEG? It's something to think about. Now, don't worry about the clunk and the mess. I'm just trying to help you with just these different decision trees as we move forward. But the good thing is, I don't know, maybe we're early. We'll see. And the most wonderful news, friends, while all of this is happening, GOFURS, HOAX, all of these, friends, this is the most beautiful part, man. PulseX officially ticked up to 3.40% bought and burned. This is just wonderful to see. Look at this. 3.40, man. We were reporting this at 2.49, 2.5, 2.4. Now we're up to 3.4. Look, I don't know, man. Did Richard Hart leave that V1 bug in there? So just to let you know, there's a lot of new people coming in. There is a bug in PulseX. It is not actually kind of flawless. There was an accidental bug that no one in the community picked up except a few individuals who went to the telegrams and then reported on it and got freaking banned, by the way. That was funny. The bug was in V1 PulseX, instead of burning like 6 basis points with the buy and giving you the fees, it burns like 18 or 24. It burns 3 to 4 times more. It's a hyper burn and you get no fees in there. And it was very upsetting when we found that out. By the way, a lot of people, they got really upset because I used the word, the website was lying to us. I just used the word, the website was lying, and people lost their freaking minds. This was before the corrupt SEC and all the attacks, by the way. People shut their mouths when the prices kept going lower because they realized they got no one left. It's just depression phase. Because everyone still thought Hex was going to go up to 20 cents and just bounce up and everything was going to be great. And just, it was disastrous. The website, PulseX website, was telling us you were earning fees for providing liquidity and you weren't the whole time. And EHEX was getting murdered. EHEX, PHEX ratio was going down. So not only did we lose from the divergence risk, you didn't get any compensation at all. That was so tough, friends. You had Richard was soft fudding EHEX, soft fudding, and it kept going down, and there was just so much FUD. Oh my God. And it still came back and snapped back. So, oh man, what a wild story. What a event. If you're not on Twitter and you're not on the news and you live in this perfect world, you can just look at a chart. Oh, sweet, it's low. I'll come back in 24 months. You win. The problem is the stories, friends. They capture you. For the founders soft fighting EHEX, there was a freaking bug. And you might say, well, what's the problem with the bug? The problem is the main talking point was 100% flawless uptime, no bugs, no nothing. So that talk, oh man, it's crazy. But it doesn't matter, man. You know what matters? Green candles. Okay, all that, get this hyper burn up. It's working and it's beautiful. All right, so all these GOFURS and HOAX and all this ERC404. Wouldn't it be amazing if we had a ERC404 narrative, a PRC404 narrative, which participates on PulseChain, and then just more volume comes in, right? Just to let you know, this is important. Thank you again, Richard Hart, for PulseChain, because if you have 0.9 of an ERC404, friends, and you go to 1, you pay like 0.3 Ethereum in gas, because you have to mint an NFT with that transaction. Disastrous, isn't it? But on PulseChain, you don't have to worry about that. So can you imagine that, my friends? 0.3 ETH. When ETH is 10K, that's a $3,000 freaking fee to mint your trashy little JPEG to punt on this little ERC20. Not on PulseChain though. PulseX buy and burn. Let's see what happens from here. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and daddy love them. Catch you soon.